Hi, this is Supriya Datta. I'm one of the trainers in the software industry, and I have been training several Windows and web-based technologies like that of Microsoft Visual Studio.NET, Microsoft C#.NET, SQL Server, uh, MySQL, and Azure. So this tutorial is just for the intention to create a set of important multiple choice questions that will be helpful for the professionals who are going for their interview rounds. So initially, in this tutorial, I'll figure out what is an SQL means and what are the important needs of an SQL, followed by the advantages and the applications. And once we understand the all these basic requirements of the need and applications and advantages, I'll just list out the topics that will be covered in the form of the multiple choice questions. So let us initially understand what is called an SQL. So SQL is nothing but a structured query language. It's used for accessing, manipulating, and communicating with the database. And almost every function, such as retrieving data from the database, creating a new database, manipulating data, and databases such as insertion, deletion, updations can be performed using SQL. It's an user-friendly and domain-specific language. Now let's focus on the need of an SQL. The SQL is most popular because it offers the following advantages. It allows the users to access data in the relational database management system. It allows the user to describe the data. It allows the user to define the data in database and manipulate the data. It also allows to embed within other languages using SQL modules, libraries, and precompilers. It allows users to create, drop database and tables. It allows users to create, view, store procedures, functions in database. And these stored procedures and functions are very handy and very helpful when for the backend developers point of view when so far the client server architecture is concerned. Now it also allows the users to set permissions on tables, procedures, and views. Now let's focus on some of the advantages of SQL. The SQL has many advantages which makes it popular and highly demanded. It's a reliable and efficient language used for communicating with the database. Some advantages of SQL are as follows. It's fast query processing. Large amount of data is retrieved quickly and efficiently. Operations like insertion, deletion, and manipulation of data is also done in almost no time. The next important advantage is no coding skills. No much complexity in coding levels. So for data retrieval, large number of lines of code is not required. And also basic keywords such as select, insert, into, update, etc. are used. And also the syntactic rules are not complex in SQL, which makes an user-friendly language. The next important point is portability. It can be used in programs and PCs, servers, laptops, independent of any platform operating systems, etc. And also it can be embedded with other applications as per the need and requirement. Next important point is to focus on the interactive language. It's easy to learn and understand. Answers to complex queries can be received in seconds. And next important point is that it's a data viewing concept, views concepts. So views are generally advantageous because of the following points. It can represent a subset of data contained in a table. Actually, it helps to view a structured query format of particular queries without actually reflecting the original table. So this the original table data remains unaffected. The views can join and simplify multiple tables in a single virtual table. The views can act as aggregate tables where the database engine aggregate data, sum, average, functions, etc. The views can hide the complexity of the data. These are some of the advantages of the views. Now let's take the applications of SQL. Now SQL is used by the developers and the data and DB administrators. So it's a highly beneficial for the developers and the DB administrators level of point of view. So far they're structuring the data requirements and writing data into integrated scripts. Now it is also useful for dealing with analytical queries to analyze the data and to get instincts from it. So for the data analytical purpose, the SQL queries plays a very crucial role. Now for retrieving information, as such for the client-server technologies, the SQL queries are the most important important points to be considered, and they form an important backbone. And the next important point focus on the modification and manipulation of data and database tables such as insert, deletion, and updations. The next important point is also focus on the topics that would be included in the form of multiple choice questions in this tutorial. and they are the key elements of a database. The relational keys, select queries and other sub-queries and sub-related queries. Then joins, data modeling, facts and dimensioning data table types, DDL basics and DML basics. They are the very important things that are will be covered in the form of multiple choice questions. And this, I'm very much sure the professionals will be finding it very helpful, as a very important set of questions are readily available to you in this tutorial. And I'm very much sure that the professionals will find it very helpful when they go for the interviews. Thank you.